Colour me happy. No, forget about it. Not today. We're going to colour you ecstatic today. That is how great this show is going to be, because it is full of everything sparkly and shiny, and there's fairies and unicorns and glittery elephants. I mean, what more could you want from a Colour Me Happy show? It's going to be absolutely awesome. You're going to want to shop the show because there are so many amazing products. Get yourself over to the website, hit that shop the show button, because there's everything from metallic jars to the brand new glitter markers, sparkle pens, the works. It is all there for you. And talking of sparkly, she is here. Leanne is in the building. How are you, Leanne?
Oh, I'm feeling glorious today, Joe. And I'm very excited about this show, I have to say. I haven't been around for a while. I'm ecstatic to be working with you. But all of the sparkles. And so I think we need to just be effervescent for this next 2 hours,
yes.
don't we?
Absolutely, we do. Now, there's loads coming up, isn't there, Leanne? What sort of thing can we expect from the next couple of hours?
You can expect all sorts of glorious things. I adore this set of stamps, and they work brilliantly with our glitter markers. They're absolutely exceptional. You've got this beautiful set of stamps and dies which allow you to stamp the background and then 3D up the main image over the top. That unicorn, I love that, because this is a unicorn for adults. It's not like a childish unicorn that you'd see on a pyjama case or on some curtains or anything like that. It's a unicorn for 51-year-olds, which is what I am. I love it.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, it is true. It's 50. I know. Thanks, Joe.
Someone call the ASA.
Yeah, that's the right answer. But no, it's true, sadly. And then we've got this fabulous giraffe. Is it giraffe or giraffe?
Giraffe, darling. Giraffe.
So we've got this fabulous giraffe, darling, who has a little wreath behind him there. Absolutely gorgeous, extremely cute. And you know what? If you like to create wobblers with your acetate, great to have the little head wobbling on there as well. We've got our elephant. Now, is this an Indian or an African elephant?
This to me is an Indian elephant, because in India they paint them with henna, so
yes.
I therefore think it is an Indian elephant.
And I think there's something you can tell about their ears, can't you, if it's Indian or
yes, well, the Indian ones and the Asian ones are very similar, aren't they?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yes.
Anyway, our elephant is a crafter's companion elephant.
Our elephant's international.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It is. It's a globe-trotting, henna-clad elephant.
He really is. And then we've got our stag here, who looks like he could be, you know what, I'm trying to think of the word, you know when you have like the white witches in the woods?
Oh, a scary stag.
No, like a nice stag, a mystical stag.
A
like
mystical,
you know,
good
so
stag.
He's part of some kind of fabulous spiritual ritual, and he's got all of his leaves and his garb on, and he's, you know what I mean? He's
nice.
Communing with the earth. I feel he looks like that. He's gorgeous, isn't he? I like him. Then we've got our gorgeous little owl here, Twit-Twoo. I'm saying gorgeous owl. Someone needs to remove the owl that keeps twit-twooing in my ear at 3 o'clock at night in our garden. No. It's too loud and it's keeping me awake, and I'm not grateful, so I'm moving past that one. And then we've got this amazing butterfly, which is just lovely, because it's not a traditional butterfly. You've got that beautiful kind of lotus kind of leaf, almost water lily effect in the background. Really gorgeous, and this is exquisite with your glitter markers.
It is. Well, talking of glitter markers, they are back and they are in stock right now. We've got the whole collection available for you at the moment, which is fantastic. The other thing I like about them is that it's so affordable to grab a hold of these. To get a whole collection of anything for £32 or $45, I think is amazing. You're looking at $25, $60 or $36 as a platinum member. You get 18 in here. You get the neon lights collection, the vibrant florals, and also the cool elements. They are very different to our sparkle pens. You're going to love them. Definitely get over to the website, hit the shop the show button, have a look at everything that is coming up over there for you. If you want to get social with us, we love it when you do so. Crafters TV on Facebook, of course, that is where you can find us. Crafters Companion if you're on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, hit the subscribe button as well, so you make sure you never miss a show, which is fantastic. We're going to have a very gorgeous, sparkly couple of hours. These glitter markers, this is the first time that you've brought these to us on Crafters TV, Leanne.
It is my first time, yes. I mean, obviously I was involved in the development of them, but it's the first time I've had the pleasure of bringing them to you on a Crafters TV show.
Awesome.
So I'm going to use that gorgeous butterfly that we just were talking about there because I really, really love it. And I'm using my magnetic platform and base because I know this is back in stock.
It is indeed.
And these are like hen's teeth. They come back in stock and then they disappear when you can't find them. So I think while it's in stock, take advantage and grab yourself one if you haven't got one already, because they really are the best way to be able to get precise stamped images and get that positioning perfect. And our stamping platform, this one here, does not have a hinge, and I did that on purpose because if you're wanting to stamp onto a thicker material, it would be much more difficult to do that. In fact, nigh on impossible when you've got a hinge. Whereas having these sprung legs, it gives you all of that brilliant position. You can see I've got my stamp in place, and then with using my magnets, I can just wiggle my piece of card along till I get it into the perfect place to decide where I want it. And I just keep popping it back, checking, and how easy was that? Very, very simple. And then you can push down and get a gorgeous stamped image really quickly and easily. Stays gorgeous. I didn't push in that corner. So I'm going to do it again, Joe.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Why not? Let's do it on the other side. Should I? Yes, I can do it on the other side. Do you do that at home? I'd be interested to know. Do you use the other side of your card if you don't quite get it right the first time? Let us know.
You wouldn't want to waste it, would you?
Well, it's not waste, not want not, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is beautiful. I do get what you mean about this butterfly, though, being a little bit sort of... It's a bit ethereal almost, isn't it?
It is a little bit ethereal.
A bit abstract,
It
I'd
is.
go as far to say.
And you know what? I think depending on the colours you use, it could also look a little bit steampunk.
It could, yes.
Because for all you've got those lovely kind of water lily mandala look to it, if you coloured this in all of your greys and browns,
nice,
then that could be very easily some kind of, a steampunk design. So once I've stamped that, I'm just going to take it off, and then I'm going to move my platform to one side, and I'll tidy that up in a second. And then I always like a scrap piece of card underneath when I start with my glitter markers. Now, with the glitter marker, when you get it, I want to see if they're all primed, and I think they might be, because I wanted to show you how to prime one, because you will need to prime it when you get it home. So let me just check. Oh, there's one that isn't primed. Excellent.
Oh.
So when you get it home and you take the lid off, you'll see you've got your white nib. And your nib now means that there's no ink in it. Now that doesn't mean that the pen is wrong and you need to put them back in the envelope and send them back. What you need to do is prime it, so get the ink, the glitter ink flowing through there. So just before you do that, what you need to do is give it a good shake. So you shake it to wake it. And we know that we do that with all of our sparkle markers. And we're just making sure that we've got a good mix in there of the carrying fluid, the dye-based ink that we've got in there, and that lovely glitter medium that we've got in there too. So give it a good shake, and then once you've done that, you're going to pump it. So I always want, I'm sorry, I can't help it, I want to bust out into the black eyed peas. Pump it!
Oh, no, see, I was thinking...
Pump it up.
I was thinking, Gypsy, you can pump it with the trumpet.
No, I was thinking black eyed peas. Pump it louder. That one. You know that one? Yeah. So we just pump, and then what will happen is you see very quickly the ink starts to move into the nib of the marker. So give it a couple of little pumps, and then capillary action, give it a little scribble, and what you've got is the ink running through straight away. Now, just before I even begin to colour in, I just want to see if we can, there we can. Ooh. I'm wiggling it at you. Look at the intensity of the sparkle in there. It really is absolutely exquisite. Now, that's what you do with a new marker that you haven't used before. If you've got a marker that you used previously, so this one, you can see, was primed and was used previously, but it hasn't been used for a couple of weeks. You're going to not prime it, but reawaken it. So this is a little bit different to the last action. So a reawaken is a quick shake, just to give it a little movement, just to make sure you've woken everything up inside. And then one or two quick little pumps, and it's ready to go again. And then you would just keep on with your colouring, and then when it dries, we'll just give it a little waft. And then if I wiggle that at you again, you can see all of that beautiful
It gets more shiny as it dries, isn't it?
More shiny as it dries, because when it's wet, it's the same as our sparkle pens. When it's wet, the moisture interferes with the glitter catching the light. So when it's perfectly dry, you'll get that beautiful glittery finish on it. Like there you go, you can see it gets more glittery as it dries.
Questions coming in about these. Kaz wants to know, what's the difference between glitter markers and sparkle pens? Which is a great question, isn't it?
It is a great question. So our sparkle pens are a fluid, are a liquid, which need to be delivered with a brush, which is what we've got there. And they are also water reactive, so you can watercolour with them, which is why they need that valve delivery system and why they need the brush for you to be able to apply them. These are not water-based in terms of you can't watercolour with them. You can move it a little bit when it's wet, but it dries quickly. And so I'll get some water actually, and I'll show you the difference between the two.
So would you be better off thinking about these then like an alcohol? I know they're not an alcohol marker, but would you be better off thinking about them as an alcohol marker alternative to your sparkle pens?
Yes,
in the way they behave?
Yes, these are just more of a glitter marker, so just do the colouring straight away. I've got lots of water down here. Yes, I've got lots of water. So we can just do colouring straight out of the box. They don't blend like an alcohol marker.
Right.
I would just think of them as a glitter pen.
Awesome.
A glitter pen for colouring, but you can get some blending when you use the colour quickly, and I'm going to show you that little technique too. But actually, once you've primed it, what you're just going to do is choose the areas that you want to colour and then colour in. And so it could not be, honestly, I love doing this, it's so therapeutic because it's incredibly sparkly. You've got that really fabulous bullet tip that comes to a point here, which means you can colour in these small areas really easily. If you feel that your nib starts to drag on the paper, you feel it's starting to dry out a little bit. It's not drying out, it just means that the ink isn't flowing as quickly as you're colouring. What you can do is what you see me do there was I did a quick little pump. Right. So I did a little push, not all the way. Oh, come on. Everybody's broke down into fits of laughter in my ear.
I'm giddy tonight. I am on the edge. You didn't even, we just started the show and I almost started giggling, so I apologise in advance.
Honestly, I did a quick little depression of my nib. A quick little depression of the nib to get the
That's not
ink.
sounding better.
Is it not? Oh. Okay, I'll just stick with a quick little pump then. That's exactly what I'm going to do it all the way through the show. Little pumps all the way through the show, just to get your ink flowing. And you see how beautiful it starts to look. And then as I wiggle it here, look at the shine and the glitter effect that we've got there. It is absolutely gorgeous.
So when it comes to the ink then to stamp with, would it still be would it be the water resistant ink pad you would use for these?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That is the best thing to do. So I'm going to pick a different colour now. Let's go with some pink and just start adding some colour in elsewhere.
I bet you could do fabulous mandalas with these.
Oh, gorgeous. I mean, if you've got some of our Discovery kits, you know, with the Baz ones in, and you don't want to use the markers that come in the Discovery kit and you want to do a mandala, it looks absolutely gorgeous, Joe, it really does. But I'm going to do some on the butterfly wing as well, and I'm going to show you how you can start to use more than one colour together if you want to. So I'll just choose a little area on the butterfly wing. Let's just do it here. And I'm going to use the blue that I've just primed earlier and this gorgeous pink. And what I'm going to do is just add some of the pink down. And they're vibrant. The colours are so juicy and vibrant and really gorgeous. And then take the blue straight up to the edge of it there, come over the top and do that. And then I just take the pink nib again and I'll bring that down, and you see I've mixed there a custom purple colour instead of the pink. And then all you would do is just clean your nib off, doing that, and then it runs clear again.
Brilliant.
And so you can mix a custom colour if you want to by using the inks very quickly together.
A question's coming about what sort of cardstock's best to use with these, Leanne?
So I prefer Nina. For this because it's nice and smooth, and so it lets the nib run very smoothly over the page, and not only that, it lets the colour lie very smooth and the glitter really catch the light. There's no reason why you couldn't use it on your watercolour card if you didn't want to. This is a piece of watercolour card here, but you will use more, and sometimes it doesn't catch the light quite as well because the glitter can fall into the texture of the cardstock. So I do prefer to use Nina, because I just think the glitter catches the light a lot better.
Loads of questions coming about this. Wanda wants to know if you could use these on acetate.
Oh, do you know, that's a very good question. You can use them on acetate. So here's the acetate stamp here, look. Can you see? That's the acetate backing there, and I'm just colouring on top of it. You see I get a lovely, and I'll put a bit of white card underneath it so you can see. So yes.
Awesome.
Now, You'll need to let it dry or you'll have to heat set it.
Right, okay.
So it will, if I'd show you there, it will rub off.
Right.
So it's rubbed off the acetate onto my finger. So you would need to spray it with some hairspray or spray it with something that sets, because it's not a permanent glitter ink, so it won't dry flat on there. You would have to do something to seal it.
Okie doke. Makes total sense.
So very, very easy to use, Joe. Now, you can get a little bit of a watercolour effect with it. Let me just show you that too. I'm going to get my paintbrush. Here it is. And
Erlene wants to know if you can use these on top of, let's say, your tri-blend markers. Say you wanted to add details and accents over the top of your alcohol markers. Would that work?
Absolutely. 100%, and it's a brilliant way to use them, and actually it's one of the ways that I do prefer to use them myself, because it just adds little accents in. I mean, I like to do, if I've got something like this butterfly and I like to colour it in like this, that's great, but you know how much I love all of my alcohol and watercolour effects, so I do actually use these just to add a little bit of something else quite often to those coloured images. And you can see I'm layering colour now, so I did the pink, now I've done a little bit of blue, I want that purple in there, so I just use the pink again, it drags it out, and I mix that lovely custom coloured purple, and then clean my nib. Now, just to show you on this Nina card here, I'm just going to get a wet brush so I can show you when you add your ink down, if you quickly go with your marker, you can move it. With your brush, you can move it a little bit, but not a lot. And this is why they are different to the sparkle pens that we've got. Because if I put the sparkle ink down that and took water to it, it would move all over. If I put it on a piece of watercolour card and then take my brush to it, I'll get more movement.
Okay.
But it will still stain the card a little bit,
right,
because it dries quickly. So you're getting that quick drying, smooth, intense glitter effect rather than the slow drying watercolour glitter effect of a sparkle marker, which is what makes them different.
Awesome. I think they definitely give you a different look and feel, don't they, to the sparkle pens. Definitely something I'd say was going to compliment you. If you love sparkle pens, you're absolutely going to love using this. Because let's say, for instance, sparkle pens, you wouldn't use them in intricate areas like you're using these glitter markers, would you? Maybe you'd put them down and pick them up with a paintbrush and paint with them like that. But these are brilliant for those fine areas, those smaller details. And as you said there, I think adding things like texture to different projects by adding accents, I think they're going to work beautifully for that.
Yeah, they do, absolutely, Joe. And it is brilliant for these kind of small area colouring. And actually what I love these for, and what I use mine for a lot, is writing messages and cards.
Oh, nice.
So because they've got this, because we did this incredibly fine bullet nib, which comes down to a really tight point, what you've got is a brilliant message writer. And you can just, and it flows beautifully. Oh, I need to write it again.
What are you going to put?
I'm just, I missed the word. So you see, I can just write as I would normally, and I can do some little doodles and fill them in if I want to, and I've got my glitter on there. And if I hold it up tight, hold it up higher, I can even get a smaller line, and I've got that beautiful swirl on there. So you can do lots of doodling. So if you like to Zentangle, look at that beautiful flow that we've got there, just going along for creating custom little borders, and then you've got that beautiful glitter in, and you can write all of your messages in your cards too.
How do they cover on darker cardstocks?
You'll see the glitter, but you don't see the colour, because it's a water-based dye, which means it's transparent. So if I just grab a piece of the black cardstock that I've got under here, what I can do is show you that you get an impression of the colour.
Right, but it's more
and
the
you've got the glitter. Yeah, it's more the glitter. So that's the yellow. And if I do the blue alongside, you see, once it dries, the dye dries into the card, so you don't see it because it's transparent, but you do get the glitter effect. So if you want the glitter effect on a dark card, then of course you can do that.
Absolutely, you can.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're
I really, really
lovely.
do love them.
And they were so popular when we launched them. I know that I didn't get a chance to do them. They came in stock and sold out so fast. We have got them back in right now, ready to go. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello from all over today. Randy is saying hi to Leanne and Joe. That's me. That's Leanne. I don't know why I felt I need to clarify that. Mary is saying hi and a happy Friday. Clarice is saying good afternoon, all from a sunny South Carolina. Ronnie is in Florida. Leah is in Indianapolis. Sarah Brown is in all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Hi, Sarah. Shelley is in from Michigan. And Rebecca says, still a good morning here in California. Hello, everyone. And Mary saying hello again from Montana. It's been like California today here in Costa del County, Durham, hasn't it? It has been El Scorchio today. So hot and sunny. It's been gorgeous.
Well, I don't know, Joe, because I've been stuck in my office and I haven't got a window.
Leanne, you've been stuck in your cupboard?
Been stuck in my cupboard, coming up with ideas. Yeah. But I heard that the weather was nice, Joe.
It was beautiful out there. I'm sure it's going to still be gorgeous all weekend, so you'll have a chance to get out and enjoy it, I hope, Leanne.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Mr. C is planning a barbecue for us this weekend.
Oh, perfect.
I can't wait. And we got a fire pit for Christmas, Joe. So I think we're probably going to stay out till the wee hours.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to have some music. We're going to sit outside, put the fire pit on.
What's going to be on the stereo?
Oh, the Clash. Mr. C. Are we the same person?
Why don't you say it?
You say it, Joe.
Mr. C has a well-documented love of all things The Clash. So, yeah. You know, so much so that it almost becomes a person's thing. Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. He likes The Cure and The Jam as well. He likes all things mod, really, I think.
Right, okay.
But obviously The Clash is just taking him back to his youthful days.
There you are. Well, it sounds glorious.
I'm not sure The Clash is glorious. I might have to.
No, I was thinking more the fire pit, the gin, the barbecue, all those bits were the bit that sounded glorious.
I'll get a bit of Dolly Parton on there.
Oh, perfect. Absolutely. Loads of you are very excited for a very shiny show today, which is awesome. Debbie, I sounded like our Debbie then, didn't I? Our Debbie. Debbie Mahan says, hello everyone. So nice to see Leanne today. Sarah saying, the lovely Sarah Kay says, lovely to see you again. Mary saying, so glad you're back. So glad to see you back, says Kay. Hi, everyone, says Tracy. Tiny says, excited for the show. You two make such a great team. And Hannah Law is excited to see all your demos and also says you have a fabulous sense of humour. So I'm sure we'll have a few lulls along the way too. You could stay here all night doing this, couldn't you?
I could.
It's your happy place, isn't it?
This is my happy place. I'm just having a lovely time. You tell me when you want me to stop. Because I will just keep going. They are absolutely gorgeous. I think it's because they're so lovely to use. They're so juicy, so vibrant with the colours. You get that beautiful, beautiful glitter finish to it. And the fact that you can write customised glittered messages in your cards as well. I mean, and do your little doodling. It's just, it really is lovely. And these are great for the adults and for the kids.
Do you know what they remind me of?
What?
They're like Centura Pearl in a pen.
Yes.
That's kind of, because they give you that sort of really good coverage, don't they?
Yes, they do. It's very opaque, the coverage. It's very easy. And I think actually, George, you know, that's a good point. I haven't talked to you about that. What you don't get is that scratchy finish.
No.
Now, if you've tried a glitter marker before, you can get a very scratchy finish, and by that you'll know what I mean, where as you're putting the ink down, you're almost lifting it off at the same time, moving it away, where it's taking the surface of the card off, where here you get a beautiful, flat, gorgeous, opaque covering of the glitter, and you don't scratch any of that away. So you get a lovely smooth coating, and it's very opaque when you use it on your white card. It is just gorgeous, Joe. It's gorgeous.
They are absolutely beautiful. And I think they're great value for money because you can get all 18 of them today for £32 or $45, which is awesome. So you can see that they're the three picks that you get. What you're going to receive in here is you're going to get the neon lights, which is going to give you, the neon lights is a bit of me, I must say. It's defo my favourite. You're getting them all, though, in here, which is awesome. So you've got neon lights, which gives you yellow, violet, blue, pink, orange and green. You've then got your vibrant florals, that's your golden glow, electric pink, ultraviolet, fiery red, supernova and yellow cosmos. And finally the cool elements, which gives you moonlit silver, carbon, jade aqua, cool blue, midnight frost and also the frozen lake as well. Absolutely awesome. Do grab those. Platinum members can grab a hold of those for $25.60 or $36. Right, I am moving on to, animals. 1 second, let me just grab these from over here. These are available on the show for you, which is awesome. The great thing about these is they are really beautiful designs. They're a little bit, I'm loath to call them abstract because I don't think that's what they are, but they've definitely got a bit of a different vibe to them, which is awesome. So what you're going to get in here is you're going to get the owl. You get stamps and dies in here. You get the giraffe. There is this one here, which is that awesome stag. You've then got the elephant, as well as the unicorn, and you've got the Schmetterling as well in there, that gorgeous butterfly. So you get all of them in there. $74.95, $84.75. Yes, you're going to use the stamps on their own. You're also going to enjoy using the stamps and the dies together at the same time, which is brilliant. Right, next I want to share with you the 8x8 stamping platform. You saw Leanne talking about it a few moments ago. As she rightly said, it is very rarely in stock, so it's amazing that this is in stock right now and good to go for you. It's going to allow you to get that clean, clear, crisp stamp every single time. Things like your rotation stamps, your layering stamps, it's absolutely invaluable. Great value too, $24.99 or $29.99 if you wanted to get your hands on that one right there. Now, next up, a 12-piece sparkle pen collection for you. You've got 2 different collections here, so 2 6-pieces. In this one, you're going to get Smoke Quartz, Olive Jade, Harvest Moon, Starry Sky, Holly Leaf, and the Red Berry. These are those 6 colours there that you can see on the back. This one here, this is going to give you Mushroom, Lilac, Garden Green, Watermelon, Lichen, and Sunshine. And these are the 6 colours that you can see right there on the back. These are uber super duper sparkly, these ones right here. $27.48 in the UK, $36.24 if you are in the US. So definitely grab a hold of them. $21.98 or $28.99 if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member. Gwen says, sounds like it's a wonderful evening, Leanne. Play some Boss Bruce Springsteen around the fire pit.
Born in the USA. I like a bit of Bruce.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever been a massive fan, but I do enjoy his music. Sue Smith says, I'm like Joe, everything glitter. Everyone comments about me being glittery whenever possible. I mean, you've got to live your life in full colour with added glitter is what I would say. Michelle saying, hi Joe and Leanne, good to see you back, Leanne. Love watching your demos on Colour Me Happy. And Eleanor Schwing Jones says, I really love these animal dies, especially the owl and the elephant. I want to colour them so bad. You can colour them if you wish. You can grab any 2 of them for £27 or $30 if you'd prefer to get them in that configuration. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do, however you want to get a hold of them. We will play as well, we talked about it earlier, the song that Ben did for Sarah's birthday, the Copacabana, but reworked. We're going to play it about halfway through the show. I don't think Leanne's seen it yet, so Leanne, you are in for an absolute treat. Let me assure you. It will be stuck in your head. You'll be playing it around the campfire tomorrow night. Now I've got around the old campfire in my head. Anyway, what would you like to share with us next, Leanne? I
thought we'd have a look at the original sparkle pens that we brought, sparkle markers that we brought out to you, and so you'll be able to see how different the techniques are that we'll use with these. Now, I've just picked up one of my well-loved and well-used collage sets that I've got at home to show you the first demonstration, and I wanted to show you that if you get these markers, the sparkle pens that I've got now, they work with all of the stamps that you've got at home, and I'm sure a lot of you actually got these amazing collage stamps when we brought them to you. So I'm going to start with the butterfly, and I've got my rocker block this time because I'm going to be randomly stamping onto here. I don't want it to be precise, so I don't need the stamping platform for it. So I'm using my Finesse waterproof dye ink again, and I'm just going to be adding that to the stamp. So I do like a little circular motion to rub it on, and that gives it a coating all over, and then I add an extra juicy layer with my light tapping. That's just my preferred ink application method. You use yours at home, or as Joe would say, you do you, hun. So I'm going to stamp this one in the corner. I've got watercolor card here, and so you see I've got that beautiful butterfly in the corner there. How gorgeous is that? And then I'm going to stamp it again at the top. So I'm going to do a little bit more like tapping. I'm not going to stamp the whole thing because actually I'm only going to stamp part of the butterfly at the top here. Here we go. There we are. So you can see I've got that popping off there. I'm going to pop that back.
The little pumps tonight, aren't you?
I'm popping off and pumping all over the place, Joe. And then I've got my texture here. So, and you know, this can be with a collection. It doesn't have to be from one stamp set. It can be with any stamp that you put your hands on, actually, Joe. And you can create some really lovely background effects by just adding, you know, little bits where you want it. It's just, it's gorgeous. You get
such amazing coverage on those, don't you?
It does. And they're just, the Finesse waterproof ink pad, which is what I'm using here, is the perfect ink pad to be able to create these types of arrangements. I am using my Noir Black here.
Nice.
You'd get a more subtle result if you used your pebble or flagstone, you know, so you get a lovely result with that too. And then just lots of inking. And these are just, you know, I got these when we first brought them out. I just claimed a set for myself because I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to put the little sentiment down there, be the best version of you.
That's amazing coverage on that sentiment, isn't it?
Honestly, they're brilliant. They're absolutely gorgeous. The ink pads, the Finesse waterproof and the alcohol proof will give you the best coverage.
Do they dry pretty quickly?
They'll dry instantly. So you can add tons of water to that absolutely straight away and immediately, and it will look lovely. And I think we just need a little extra butterfly.
It does look like a printed cardstock, doesn't it, now you've done that?
It does, doesn't it? And you can do this yourself at home. Just get yourself one of these Finesse waterproof ink pads and then use it with the little stamps that you've got, and you'll be able to, you know, create yourselves these beautiful backgrounds ready to take your sparkle ink, which is what I've done there.
Nice.
So I'm going to stop. I could keep going, and that's one of my problems. I don't know when to stop. So I'm going to stop there. And then I've got these fabulous Nature Trail sparkle inks that we've got on the show for you. And we're just going to make a very quick and easy background. So I'm going to use that lovely vibrant red, and I'm going to use that lovely, it's like a really juicy yellow that you've got in there. And then I'm going to use the kind of a pistachio green colour. Nice. I'm sure that's not their names. Their names are Watermelon, Sunshine, and Lichen.
Nice.
So I'm going to use those three. I'm hoping they're primed. Yes, they are. So I'm just going to have a little bit of scrap cardstock just to make sure, because I like to shake to wake. Again, Joe. So I give it a little shake, and then I just check with a little squeeze that I've got a nice flow of ink, which I have there. And then I'll do the same with the yellow. Just squeeze.
How would you store these? Horizontally?
Horizontal. Yes, always horizontal with these. It's the best way. And it just maintains the ink, means it doesn't flow where you don't want it to, and it also means that when you shake it again, you've got a dispersion of the glitter all the way along the barrel. Perfect. So when you shake it, it mixes more quickly than settling in a lump at the bottom if you keep them vertical. So I always do them horizontal, and then I've got that lovely green colour there.
Three lovely colours.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just add that to my pre-stamped piece, and then I've got some water. I've got a bit of kitchen towel. Come to me, kitchen towel. Here it is. You know, I can't do my watercolouring without my kitchen towel. It's the law. So there we go, kitchen towel ready, and we're ready to apply. And this could not be easier, Joe, because all we're going to do is just add the colour.
Oh, straight on.
Straight on.
Look at that.
Now, this is how gorgeously bright and juicy and vibrant these are. They're beautiful, Joe. So add the colour straight on. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same with the yellow. Add that in there.
They cover so well, don't they?
They do.
I'm always surprised how much glitter's in these as well. They are absolutely jam-packed full of it, aren't they?
They really are. And we make sure, I mean, I know when we first started making these, our manufacturer kept sending them to me, and I kept sending them back and saying, nope, try harder. More glitter, please. And they were like, come on, Leanne, that's enough. And I'm like, no, try harder. That's not good enough. And until we got the optimum amount of glitter in there. Once we've done that, we take a wet brush. So this is just water in a water pot. Take your big brush, dampen it off, and then all I do is I brush that between the two.
Ooh.
And so I'll get the transition from the red into that yellow, and then
Really
makes that
gorgeous.
lovely orange colour. And you see it just moves beautifully. So we've done that, and I'm happy with that transition there. So I'll just come down and make sure that I'm happy with where my red ink is along the bottom here. And I don't mind that that's a little bit pastel at the bottom. I quite like that because it shows a transition and a movement between the colours. When you're happy with this result up here, then go and clean your brush.
Okay.
So clean your brush now in the water, take off the excess on your kitchen towel, and then what you can do is just smooth out that join
Oh, nice.
from where the red went into your yellow. Okay, so you smooth out the join, and that's nice now. Starting to look like a really lovely sunset, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
And I've cleaned my brush again, take off the excess, and then I do exactly the same here between this lovely green and yellow. Get a little bit more water if you think you need it. And then I'm bringing that down into the yellow and doing exactly as I did at the top there with the red, just moving the colour around, bringing it down into the yellow, stopping when I think it's gone far enough, cleaning my brush again, taking off the majority of the water so it's just damp, and then I can just smooth that join between those. There we go, and that is a lovely background, quickly, easily, effortlessly.
That's
And then
amazing.
I'm going to use my heat gun, just give it a little dry. So I'm just going to take some of the moisture because I want to show you the glitter as well, because when it's dry, remember we talked earlier, didn't we, that when it's wet it can interfere with the glitter result. It doesn't look as glittery. And so having a little bit more, drying it a little bit, forcing it with your heat gun will bring that sparkle to life.
Marisol says beautiful background. Susie T loves doing this technique as well. She says sometimes she heat embosses the stamped image as well. Another great way of using it, of course.
Gorgeous way of doing it. With your pigment inks, it looks really, really lovely. You get that lovely kind of enamel standout textured look to it. So yes, another brilliant way of doing it. So that's great if you just want to leave it as a solid background. And I'm just going to show you this one that I did.
Oh, nice.
Where I've just taken a white marker and put some highlights in. It was done in exactly the same way as you've just seen me do there, just with some different colours. Now, but what you can do is some other techniques with this, Jo. So I'm going to use my little round brush. This is the number 6 that you get, and we've always got these on our website for you. I'm going to for bleach.
Okay.
So I'm taking now quite a bit of water from my pot on my brush, and what I'm going to do is paint that onto the butterfly in areas that I want to remove the intensity of the colour, perhaps.
Rebecca said it's like a vacation on a card, this.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. We're all desperate for a vacation, aren't we?
There was a lot of chatter, wasn't there, in the press today about vacations.
Was there? Didn't
and
see
holidays,
that.
Yeah, and which countries might be on which lists in the very near future.
Really? Oh, that's exciting, Jo. Please tell me Greece was on the list.
On the list I saw, it was, yes.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Because you know it's my favourite place to go.
And all of the USA was on the one I saw as well.
Was it? Oh.
We'll be doing a Miley Cyrus. There's a party in the US. There will be hopefully soon.
That would be exciting. So I've just painted that with water, clear water, nothing else. Now the longer you leave it to soak, the more intense this next result will be.
Okay.
So I've left it for a little while chatting to you, telling you about that, so I could leave it for a little while. Now what we do is take a piece of kitchen towel, put the piece of kitchen towel on the top and give it a little push. That will soak up the excess water and will for bleach that result for you. So that then looks like it's now popping from the page.
Creates the illusion of light almost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And reflection.
It does, doesn't it? It really does. I mean, if you just bought your sparkle pens today and did nothing other than this, you'll be happy for forever using them.
At this price, absolutely.
Oh, it's because this is just such an impressive and gorgeous and easy technique. You don't need to be a skilled artist at all to do that, and look how amazing it is. Now, what else you can do is do that random kind of splotchy, grungy effect by just getting some water on your brush and then banging it against your finger.
Right.
So I've got my water on my brush and then finger, tap.
And there's no sort of...
No particular way to aim it.
Get it on.
Just get it on there.
Right.
I mean, you can just pick it up with your fingers and go like that if you want to. Entirely up to you. If you want big splats, do that. If you want little splats, do what I've just done. Then take your little piece of kitchen towel again, exactly as I've just shown you. Soak it up. And you get that lovely texture in the background too. And it's just multiple levels of texture when you do that. What then I like to do is take another colour and just add a little bit of extra interest in. So this is where the red is down here, and I've now got the yellow sparkle marker, and I'm just going to bring in a little bit of extra interest and colour to this butterfly, using that little bit of yellow in there, and then I can, with my damp brush, drag that out, and I get a little bit of different colour glittery interference in there. So it starts to really take form and interest, and it looks very, very, very pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks
so
awesome.
many different things you can do, and you could do that with the one up there as well. That is essentially what your sparkle pens will do for you, and how quick and easy it is to be able to create beautiful results like that.
So lovely. And again, one of those things you could just sit down and have a whole evening, you know, creating wonderful backgrounds that you're maybe then going to die cut or do a whole host of different things with. The great thing about these is they should be £24.99 each. Let me just make sure I've got that right there. They should be £24.99 each. So you're getting two for £27.48. Shows you what kind of great deal you're getting. You get both of them for less than £22 or less than $29 as a platinum member. Remember what you're getting in there. You're getting the autumn, winter, and you're also getting the nature trail in there too. 12 awesome colours for you to do a whole host of different techniques with. Now, if you haven't tried these before, or maybe you're just fairly new to stamping and colouring, then we've got a brilliant deal on, which is a kind of starter kit, a try-me kit, if you will, for the sparkling. So what you're going to get in here is Glitz and Glamour, which is 3 of our most popular colours. You're also going to get the Flagstone waterproof dye ink in here. We're going to give you a gorgeous stamp, which is this one here, Beautiful Friend, as well as the watercolour cardstock, which is the perfect cardstock for you, and the rocker blocks to enable you to stamp that out as well. That is a brilliant little bundle there for you, £30 or $40. So whether you want to try it, whether you've already got all the other bits of accoutrement and you want to dive right in and get the larger collections, we've got something for everyone in this show. What you'll also get, of course, absolutely everything, is your Club Inspire discount. Now, if you're new to us here at Crafters TV, hello and welcome. You might not be wholly familiar with Club Inspire and how it works. Here's Sarah to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends. to find out information first and to be inspired by all the craft he makes. Become a member of our club today.
Every time Sarah says gold member in that, I just want to burst into gold member. I don't know why. I think that could be Ben's next parody, I think. Don't you, Leanne?
Yeah, definitely. The man with the golden gun.
The man with the golden heat tool.
Yeah.
John's not so convinced. He's looking at me a bit blankly.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's not a fan of that one. I don't know.
Tough crowd. I don't know what he's crying for though. Anyway, let's move on. Let me share with you the incredible glitter markers that you've had a little look at just here. They are awesome. We are going to go back to them because you guys are loving them. You always know when they've sparked interest in people. You get loads of questions about them, and that's what people are really fascinated by them. I think they give you the awesome sparkle that you are used to from something like our sparkle pens, but they've got a fuller coverage. They've got a creaminess to them. They are just absolutely beautiful. I can see people use these for things like creating journals with, or planners or diaries. Those kind of things are going to work beautifully, and you can colour with them too. Remember what you're getting in here. You're getting the neon lights, the vibrant florals, and also the cool elements, and that's a full collection, which is brilliant, and they are great value too. £32 or $45 to get a whole collection of anything is absolutely awesome, specifically when they are as brilliant as these glitter markers are. I remember we launched them, didn't we, Leanne, and they just totally sold out immediately. It was so long getting them back in stock. But what was the thinking behind these then when we developed them? Because the sparkle pens have been out for quite a while, haven't they?
I think what we wanted, so I know there is a number of you who still have to try our sparkle pens, the ones that I've just shown you with the watercolour background, because you get a little bit scared about the technique-y element of it, and you're worried that you'll not be able to do it. And we wanted to do is bring out a range of pens which are just about the pleasure of colouring with that beautiful glitter effect. So it takes all of that technique out of it, the runny ink where you're doing your different techniques with it, just gives you the pleasure of being able to colour something with it and know that it's dried quickly, you've got beautiful sparkle, and it was very quick and easy to do. So it was just about ease and simplicity in colouring beautiful images, but then also I wanted that fine tip so that we could write lovely sparkly messages inside of our cards when we're sending them to people if we want to, or do our journaling with that lovely glittery marker as well. So it's about handwriting and about just being able to colour beautiful images and not being worried about having to learn all of those different techniques. And sometimes, you know, we just want to sit with a tray on our knee in front of the TV. We don't want to have a roll of kitchen roll and 3 paint brushes and your sparkle markers and a pot and all of the different stamps and throwing the water at it. We just want to sit with an image and colour and have something lovely and glittery and just have a nice time. And so they're portable as well. You could do this on a train or a plane. You could do it away at the caravan or the RV or in a cottage at the weekend. You can do it on your knee in front of the TV. So they're really just a nice, convenient set of markers which have a lovely experience when you're colouring, and you can do a couple of different things with.
I think these might be great as well. Don't you agree, Leanne, for younger members of the family? If you had, you know, early teens, let's say, those kind of age range. I've got this vision of young girls in year 9 at secondary school doodling in, you know, books and diaries with them for some reason. I don't know why.
Absolutely. I mean, teenage girls are going to love you forever if you get them these sets of markers, and they're going to be writing in their books. They're going to be absolutely customising their notebook fronts and writing little, Did you do this, Joe, when you were at school? I'm going to do one now. I have to do it. Did you do this? I'm going to use Mr. C's initials because it would be rude not to. Did you do? Did you do?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Did you? With it, I mean, that's with little things.
What were the other things called? That's what I'd like to know in the comments, actually. Things that you did at school that probably no one else does now. What were the things at school called that you had like asked questions and then they were made out of paper, Leanne? Do you remember? And then you would open it and then you'd have another question.
I can do them.
I love them.
You smell. 1, 2, 3. Pick a colour, and then inside you smell.
Yeah, what were they called?
I don't know.
They were so pointless, but we loved them.
We did. Now, did you do him, Joe?
No.
The what no man?
No, what's a what no man?
That's him. What no?
What's a what no?
He's looking over the thing like what no.
What? Never heard of him. I think you made him
What
up.
no biscuits? What no gin?
No, that's a new
no
one
man?
on me, no.
Oh, you've never lived. You've never lived.
Clearly not.
No, When the What No Man was all over the place when I was a child. There we go. I'm sure you did the What No Man.
I did not do the What No Man. No, maybe it's a North East thing.
Well, look, in the comments, tell me, did you know and did you do the What No Man? I can't believe you didn't. It's a real thing. Please let Jo know in the comments. It's a real thing.
A paper fortune teller or a chatterbox apparently is what they're called. Those. That's the best.
Can you remember how to fold one?
No, not a clue.
I can show you if I've got a bit of paper.
Maybe we should do a craft along on it.
Yeah, because we could write it in glitter marker.
What do we need? Just a piece of copy paper?
Just a piece of copy paper.
I'm off.
Joe's gone. We're going to stamp Lee Holland and do some stamping. He's going to get a bit of copy paper so I can show you how to do the chatterbox. And you know what? Then we can all be making them, stamping little images on them and writing them with glitter markers. Thank you for the copy paper, darling. Would you like to see that first or would you like to see the Lee Holland stamp? Okay. We'll do Lee Holland.
I think we should do Lee Holland first. Yeah, I think so, before we get told off.
Yes! Yes! Noddy the What No Man. That's him. Look, Sean, bring him in. Come, bring him in. Bring.
It doesn't say Noddy.
I'll fold that over. Thank you. This was him. See, we all drew him at school. The What No Man. Now put it in the comments because we all drew this. I think Joe was deprived of the What No Man, and we're going to bring him. We're going to bring him in his life and make him one for his wall at home.
You cut him off in his prime, the What No Man. We're about to get a close up.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon.
This is John's big moment. There he is.
There he is. The What No Man. Please tell me you did them at school. You did it, John, didn't you? Yeah. See?
He was called Kilroy, apparently, according to Catherine.
There you are. Kilroy.
I think there might have been more than one. I think it's a whole family of, of... I've got to leave it there, I'm sorry. I can't because I'm going to get myself in trouble. What a beautiful Lee Holland stamp that is. Isn't
it gorgeous? And I'm colouring them in with our glitter markers. Now, what I'm going to do is do a little ombre between the two. We like to keep these shows educational, Joe.
We do, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
And I've done a little pump again. Just to get a little bit more green running through there. And then I'm going to take some yellow. And we're going to bring the yellow up towards
Apparently he was called the Guess Who guy, according to Tammy.
Guess Who? So I think it depends on where in the country you are, doesn't it?
All the world, according to the internet.
Thank you.
I've never seen him either. I think I'm not saying it's... I'd be careful what I'm saying here. I'm really going to get myself caught. I'm going to get myself in all sorts of bother today. I think me and Erin about the same age. I think.
Are you saying it's generational?
100%.
Are you saying
I'm saying that me and Erin are probably too young to know the What No guy.
Oh.
Yeah, we're about the same age. 2 years between me and Erin.
Oh. Okay.
George is younger than us and he hasn't got a clue what we're on about. He doesn't know who the What No guy is either.
Okay. Well, maybe he had to be a child of the 80s then.
Maybe.
I mean, I was a child of the 70s, but we don't need to talk about that. But I was at school in the 80s, so okay. That's what I'm sticking with that. Now, can you see how I'm using two colours and ombreing it to get that lovely change in colour for the dragon there?
So if you did that with a sparkle pen then, for instance, you'd get a mixing of the colours and a new colour created.
Correct, you would get a mixing of the colours rather than this lovely just change in colour and then that gorgeous, as you can see, lovely sparkly, because who doesn't want a sparkly dragon in their lives?
Who doesn't want a sparkly everything in their lives, is what I think.
Do you know the Pete Dragon movie? Pete's Dragon.
Is Pete the Dragon different to Puff the Magic Dragon?
No, that's a different song.
They're two different things, are they?
Two entirely different things. Yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. That's something entirely different. We're talking about the Pete's Dragon.
I think I've seen it, yes.
Yes, and the dragon was called Elliot, and he was invisible.
Elliot, yes.
And he was invisible, and he only showed himself to his beloved ones.
Absolutely.
The new movie is exceptional.
Are we thinking about? We're not thinking about how to train your dragon. Is this
No,
different?
it's very different.
Because I like that.
No, oh, I didn't love that.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Don't know if we can be friends anymore, Joe. But you know, just colouring this gorgeous little dragon in from Lee got me thinking about Elliot, and I thought I'd share. There we go. Here we are. Now, what colour should we do the flower? You choose.
From these colours over here. I feel like I'm ordering in a restaurant. How about how about the Midnight Frost?
What's that one?
It's like a lovely sort of blue, royal blue kind of.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
When have we seen a royal blue flower?
You're colouring in a dragon.
It's not the point. It's not the point. We're going to go with this lovely coral colour instead.
Right, reportedly spurred.
I forgot that on Colour Me Happies I don't ask you to give me colours. I forgot that, Joe.
Never. Dieta says, reportedly spurred by an American dock worker, the Kilroy fad was an iconic part of World War II and 1940s law. I didn't say it, Dieta said it.
That's brilliant. Well, you know, it was my granddad who did introduce me to the What No Man.
Okay, that's probably where it comes from then.
Yeah.
Eleanor says these dragons are so cute. I love them. They are adorable. They're always so popular whenever we bring them to you too. Beth says she loved Pete's dragon.
Oh, I had the book when I was a little girl. I watched the original Disney movie.
I remember watching the original one. I haven't seen the new one, I must say.
Oh, the new one. I think the new one's better. Controversial. But I think the new one is better. I enjoyed it. Even Mr. C sat and watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He didn't have a little tear at the end like I did.
Well, you're soon going to be able to relive all this, aren't you?
I know, I'm so
excited.
excited.
A little later, you know, another couple of years, and she's going to be wanting to, see all these things. Don't do what my mum used to do.
Yeah.
My mum used to put Pinocchio on for me every single day, even though I used to like cry a lot at one point apparently. And I said, well, why on earth did you keep putting it on for me? It was a bit when he was in the cage, it broke my heart.
Oh, do you know, that is right. And do you know the one that we couldn't put on for Peter?
What?
When he was at the Disney, we couldn't put on was The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh.
He really used to get upset by that.
Oh.
Really, really upset. I don't think it was the story. I think it was the man when he's in front of the fire and he does hellfire, that one, and the fire's coming out and everything's got a face. If you've watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame Disney, you know the one. As soon as that happened, he was traumatised.
I must admit, some of those films that we did watch growing up, quite scary for kids' films, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
It's much more fluffy now. But even Moana is a little bit scary if you were a kid.
That's true.
That scary.
Shiny. I love that. Now, I tell you what else that we loved watching. The Goonies.
Is what, sorry? The Goonies?
The Goonies.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I know.
What?
Honestly, in my ear, everyone's like,
You've never seen The Goonies?
No.
Oh, we're going to have to. We'll have a Goonie night, Joe, one night.
Sounds
and I'll introduce
brilliant.
you to The Goonies.
I'm looking forward to it already. Sarah Kay wants to know if anyone remembers The Land Before Time.
Yep. I took my sister to the movies to see The Land Before Time, and that would have been, I would say, 1988, around about then, 1988-ish. And on the way back from seeing The Land Before Time, we called into my place of work, and when we called into my place of work, I slipped on a wet patch and hit my face off the door stencil and broke my nose.
Oh.
So that is my memory of The Land Before Time.
Oh no, well that's not a happy memory.
Yeah.
Sylvia Ortega Twig says, I love the dragon stamps. They are so cute. They really, really are adorable and so fun to colour no matter what colouring medium you want to use. I think there's something really gorgeous about having them with the sparkle. These are glitter markers though.
Yes, they are. And do you know what? Brilliant that these dry so quickly. And look, when I wiggle that at you
So
again.
shiny.
Absolutely. Look how amazing that is. And it's fine to have that intensity of glitter on such an awesome and beautiful little stamp as this. And these Lee Holland stamps are glorious to colour in. I have the best time when I'm doing these. And of course, you can use all of the colours because it can be any colour you want them to be, can't he? You don't have to stick with one particular colour.
What I think is so great about these as well, these glitter markers, is that there's no real technique to them, is there?
No.
And the brilliant thing about that is flat colouring. That
Yes.
sounds like you're doing it a disservice. You're not, and it looks so amazing because you've got the glitter in there. It gives it the shine, and that gives it the texture and the depth. But it actually, what it means is if you're giving these to someone, there's no techniques to learn or to worry about. It is so simple and so straightforward, yet it gives you such an awesome result every single time you use it.
Absolutely, Joe. And I get lost in the experience and the love of it. And I just have a really lovely time. And of course, you can see it's easy to pick up and put down these markers. And you could be sitting with a tray on your knee in front of the TV and doing this very, very easily yourself.
There's a lot of love for the Goonies in the comments, you'll be pleased to know.
I'm very pleased to know that.
I need to write this wrong, clearly. Is it a film or a TV show?
It's a film.
Okay.
I can't believe you've even asked me that. Honestly, Joseph, we need to get you goonied.
Okay, we'll make it happen.
Hey, you guys, you're going to be walking around. Hey, you guys. You're going to be doing that all the time once you've seen it. Fantastic movie. I tell you what else, what was that other one? The one where he was in a spaceship and he had a little robot speaking to him over his shoulders. Yes, what was that one? Oh, he's in a spaceship. He goes from home and then he comes back and he hasn't been away at all. But his family are missing him. He's gone for ages, and it's like this little. No, it's not the shrinky one. It's like a little robot on a stick. Talks over his shoulder. That's going to kill me. I'm going to have to Google it.
Someone will let us know in the comments. All of our viewers will no doubt jump to.
He's in like a spaceship, and then they take him into a Flight of the Navigator. That is a fantastic movie. Have you seen that, Joe?
No, never heard of it.
I think we need to educate you. We need to take you on an old movie education journey.
An old movie marathon?
Have you watched Number 5's Alive?
Again, I've not heard of it.
Oh, that's not, the movie's not called Circuit.
No.
Short Circuit.
Shorts, no.
No? Guys, come on, in the comments, tell Joe what he's missing. Because he really is, isn't he? We've got to get these all really on a list for you, Joe. And you need to commit to watching them. Batteries not included, another classic. Absolute classic. Well, what's your favourite? Let us know in the comments. What did you watch as a kid that you loved, Joe, as a movie?
Films that I loved as a child. Grease.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Me and my brother used to watch Grease in the holidays every single morning in bed. And basically, we knew it all word for word. And we would speak the whole film as it happens. And so much so that the VHS was replaced like once every 9 months because we watched it so much. And then we took Reese to see it on stage in the West End, and he was only I was probably 9, so Reese would have been maybe 5. And at 5 years old, he couldn't compute that this film that he'd watched for so long was actually a moving, real thing. And we had to leave at the interval. He was so upset.
Oh,
I know.
Bless him.
How funny.
Right, so there we go. That's all complete now. And really, really shiny. Look how lovely that is. So it dries, it's lovely flat colouring. You can still use 2 or 3 colours and get some lovely change in colour as I've got there. And then you've got all of that really intense glitter. And of course, don't forget, it's all about writing messages as well.
Really beautiful. I love it.
That is for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're
just love how much coverage you get. It really is awesome.
Yes.
Remember what you're getting in here as well. So you've got your neon lights, you're going to get those 6 colours, you're also getting the vibrant florals, and you're also getting the core elements within there too. You get all 3 collections, 18 markers in total, a brilliant price for you, £32. or $45. They've been so popular since we launched them. I really can see why. They are awesome value. And you're really going to enjoy creating different projects with those. Let me also share with you the Lee Holland stamps that we've got on the show for you today as well. These are so popular. Lee Holland is a renowned illustrator from London, so it's really great to have his stamps. The great thing about this is, what you get in here, you get the focal image, and then you get also all of the sentiments that go with these. So you've got "If friends were flowers." This one here says "You are my sunshine," which is that one that Leanne just created there. "With love." I think you could definitely grunge this up a little bit. We've then got "Hello you," "From me to you," and also "Thank you" too. 28.76 or 35.82. Now, if you missed it earlier today during the wake-up call, or in fact when we played it during the launch party, I hope you're ready, Leanne, because here it comes.
I'm ready.
It is, of course, Ben's Copa song that he wrote with some help from Astrid as well, I hear. But let's take a look at it because it's awesome.
Her name is Sarah, she is a glue girl, with glitter powder in her hair, and her crafting done with flair. She goes out running to start her morning, and then she's off to meet the team. Crafters TV is a dream across the studio. We stop with Craig's own show, crafting flows from every pore. Who could ask for more? We're at Crafters Companion, the perfect place to buy your stash from. We're a Crafters Companion. Crafting with passion is always the fashion here at Crafters. You'll fall in love. Her name is Debbie, she is a diamond. Demonstrated in our store, but she always wanted more. And so then Sarah, she called her over to join the CCTV team. She was living out her dream, now wears a studio mic and says, "Oh, what am I like?" She learned to craft from her Auntie Jean, and now she's on your screens. We're at Crafters Companion, the perfect place to buy your stash from. We're at Crafters Companion. Crafting with passion is always the fashion here at Crafters. You fall in love. Her name is Bernie, she loves her software, and on a Tuesday she would go to the Crafters studio. She showed us sewing, stitching and quilting. On the show South the side of light, but then the bosses caused a strike. They said the show must go, and Bernie thought, oh no. But by go, they then moved to Sunday for her very own show here at Crafters Companion, the perfect place to buy your stash from. We're at Crafters Companion. Crafting with passion is always the fashion here at Crafters. You fall in love. You fall in love.
Joe, I was loving
Did you
it.
enjoy that?
Oh my word, I was loving it. I
Isn't
just
it
thought
fabulous?
it was fantastic. And I thought, I'm joining in because I wasn't invited to the party. So I got my own quilt and I'm having a little dance.
Bernie kills me with that piece of fabric every single piece. I can't stop watching Bernie for the entire time that is on. Lots of you talking about different things. Crafty Age is saying, batteries not included brought me to tears. Andrea says, great film, Leanne. We definitely need to educate Joe. Short Circuit is amazing. Did the Benji movies make it over to the UK? Benji the dog?
I think it might have, but I don't think it was the type of movie that I would watch. But I
Right.
think Mr. C did. I think he loves he loved Scruffy the dog, Benji the dog, Lassie the dog, all the dogs, Beethoven the dog. So he will have watched it, but I don't think I did.
Who was the woman that flew the plane and she had her dog in the plane with her? What was it called? Was it called Pippin? Anyone remember that, George? I mean...
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't remember Homeward Bound. A lot of love for the song. Fred says Liam needs to add subtitles so we can all karaoke along. I think that's a great idea. Plauder-Tiggly says the song is so great. It really is, isn't it? So much fun. Lots of you loving that. Charlotte Clark says, love the video. Save so I can watch it when I need to be cheered up. You will find it over on our social media if you want to share it across on Facebook and Instagram and all the other usual places. You'll be able to find it as well. Now, we are going to go back to those incredible sparkle pens. You guys are loving these. What you've got in here is 2 different collections. So you've got 6 pieces in the Nature Trail. Those 6 pieces are your Mushroom Lilac, Garden Green, Watermelon, Lichen and Sunshine. And then you're also going to receive in there the Autumn Winter, which is your Smoke Quartz, Olive Jade, Harvest Moon, Starry Sky, Holly Leaf and the Red Berry, also $27.48 or $36.24 if you want to get your hands on those. Just over half price as well, not far off a half price deal. Less than half price deal, of course, for Club Inspire Platinum members as well. You're kind of in your happy place, aren't you, tonight, Leanne? Just, with glittery things and sparkly things, just having a lovely time doing some colouring.
Honestly, I'm having the best time. I love doing Colour Me Happy shows because I just get to play with my favourite things, have a little laugh with friends, chat with you all at home, find out what you like doing, what you did in the past. It's really like just having a Friday night colouring party with all of your besties around, isn't it? Sharing ideas and sharing memories, reminiscing back to the good old days. I mean, what gets better than that on a Friday night, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who needs the pub when you've got Crafters TV?
Yeah, exactly. Right, now I'm just cutting a few pieces of watercolour card here with my guillotine because I want to show you a couple of different things with our sparkle markers. A couple of different ways that you can use them.
Okay.
So I've got a pre-stamped image that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use this set. I think we've got some sets of 3 on the show, haven't we, Joe?
We do have, in this starter pack, there is a set of 3.
Okay. So
there is also a sparkle pen 3-pack.
So I'm
collection.
using one of our sparkle pen 3-pack
You're using the
collections.
Glitz and Glamour, I believe.
I am, Joe.
You would also get in there. The clear overlay and the... Oh, hang on, let me get this right. Oh, you get 4 of the 3. You get all of them. Sorry, my bad. So, yes, you're going to get the Glitz and Glamour. You're also going to get the pastels, the metallics. Now, these are like hen's teeth, the metallic ones. We do not see them very often at all. I don't know where we found these, but we've got some for you. And the clear overlay. I mean, the clear overlay is genius because it makes everything sparkly. You can just go around adding sparkle to anything you want. £36 or $47 if you want to get that collection right there. 12 pens in that one for you there as well. Got a 30% saving in there as well. Although the clear overlay and the metallics, they are very, very hard to get hold of. So yeah, it's up to you. You can either go for the 2 6-packs or you can go for the 4 3-packs.
And if I was to pick a set for you on this show, if you were to say to me, Leanne, which set of those sparkle pens should I buy? I would say that set.
Okay.
Because you've got the most versatility. You've got some beautiful colours, you've got the metallics, and most importantly, the clear overlay. So that would be the set I would say, get it now, you won't regret it. So I've got a stamped image here. Ignore that because I dropped an ink splash on it, so that's not there, you can't
what
see
you
it.
like.
I know, I'll just put a butterfly or a bow on it later, it'll be fine. And I've just got a lovely stamped image with our Finesse waterproof ink. And then I've got one of my sparkle markers here, and I'm going to use the purple, which is the amethyst colour. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of that onto my stamp, the tiniest amount. This is how far this colour will go. Now I'm going to take my clear sparkle marker now and use this as a water paintbrush.
Okie doke.
And I'm just going to make sure that that's working over here. Prime it. Yes, it is. Is it running? Yes, it is. So I'm going to use that as a water pen. I was talking to myself then. Did
You
Yes.
were.
Is it running?
I
Yes,
heard
it is.
you.
Get all the right answers. And then what I'm going to do is just use that to drag out that colour that I've put down. And I can watercolour and move it around to get that beautiful effect, and then just pop it in place. And then when it dries, and I'll show you in a second, when it dries, that entire petal now will be sparkly because I haven't diluted the colour with water. And you can go with a little more intense result if you want to, by just popping a little bit of the extra colour on. So it just very much depends on the type of result you would like to achieve. Would you like it to be more intense, or would you like it to be more subtle? And then we take the clear sparkle brush again, and we use that as if it was a paintbrush, drag the colour out, and you can see I can build from dark all the way up to a much lighter colour and get that lovely watercolour ombre on there, which looks absolutely exquisite, does it not? And then you go all around your flowers in this way, and you just pop a little bit of the colour down, then take your clear sparkle marker, drag it out, and do your watercolouring with that. And I'm going to get my heat gun on this in a second and show you the beautiful results that we get now. I've just cleaned the end of my sparkle marker there with the clear one with a little bit of kitchen towel to get the purple off, so that I can bring out that little ombre there and just have the colour so it looks watercoloured. And then because this petal's upturned, it would be darker underneath. So I just go with a little bit more of that darker colour there. And then you just start to build it up, Jo, and take one tiny little piece at a time, one tiny little petal at a time, bring the colour out. And I mean, how easily is this coming together, and how beautiful does it look? So this can be any floral stamp you've got at home. You could do this with any of the images that we've got on the show, you know, in fact. This is just one that I had ready stamped from my stash at home. So I thought I'd just bring this in and show you.
So could you do this with a water brush if you wanted to?
Yes. Now when you do it with a water brush, and I'll show you the difference between the two. I'll do the next petal with a water brush for you, and you'll be able to see when I dry it. So this is with the clear one, dragging it out, and then just letting it get lighter towards the end. So you get that lovely watercolour ombre on there. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Gorgeous.
So if I do that now with a water brush instead, so I get my little paint brush from before, my piece of kitchen towel, and then I've got my pot of water, just clean water, nothing added to that whatsoever. And I dip my brush in and then touch the towel, which just takes the majority of the water off, because you want a damp brush. Sorry, do that way you can see it. Damp brush, not a wet brush. Okay, so you can see how it's majority of the water's coming off, but I haven't dried the brush. Then I put the little bit of colour in exactly as I did before.
It's a tiny amount, isn't it?
Tiny, and that's because of the intensity and vibrancy of the colour that we've got in there. It goes for an awful long way. And you see, with the water, with the damp brush, I'm able to do that watercolour effect in exactly the same way and drag that out. And then when I want to start to lessen the intensity of that blend, I just clean the brush and then continue. And that's how I get that lovely ombre to the end. And then when I dry this, you'll see the difference between that one and these three. What happens when you use your water brush, as I've just done, it spreads the glitter out. So you get less, it dilutes it, for want of a better word, so you get less of an intense glitter effect. When you watercolour with your clear marker, you get all of the intense glitter effect, none of the dilution of the glitter, only the dilution of the colour, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you'll see the difference when I show you it dried.
Awesome. Wanda has got a very interesting question. She wants to know if all of us that appear on TV, on Crafters TV, are considered celebrities when we're spotted on the streets in the UK. I know you guys are celebrities to me, but I just wondered. Nuisances, I would think, more than celebrities. Wouldn't you, Leanne?
What did you say?
Nuisances more than celebrities.
Nuisances, yes, nuisances more than celebrities.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I think that's a good rule of thumb, Wanda.
Definitely. Now, if I wiggle this at you, you will be able to see the beautiful sparkle on all of the other petals, but with the watercolour effect. This top one, the glitter effect is only in the dark area, because there's only so much sparkle with that tiny bit that I put down there, and when I've dragged it out, I've got a suggestion of sparkle, not full sparkle. The full sparkle comes with, using your clear marker to drag that colour out. Get the watercolour look, but get the full intense sparkle.
Awesome, that makes total sense.
Okay, so that's another
great way of
use
using them.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when it's finished, it's going to look like this.
Beautiful.
It's really, really lovely. Very, very nice thing to do. And I think you'll really have a lovely time when you're doing that at home. Now, this is and for those of you who, I need a green one. I'm going to get a green one out of my other set, the winter set that I had before. Those of you who've come to see me at Craftaganza, who've seen me demonstrate before, you might have seen me do this. If you're brand new to Crafters TV and you haven't seen me do this before, prepare to be thrilled, because you're going to be able to do this yourself at home in no time, and the effects you're going to get are going to be off the chart fantastic. So I'm going to use that same purple pen. I've just got a rubber stamp on here. This is one I've had in my stash for many, many years, and it is an open rose. So it can be any floral. It doesn't have to be an open rose. Any single flower stamp, or butterfly stamp actually, to be fair, that you've got at home. What I'm then going to do is take my pen and I'm going to use it as a stamp pad. So I'm just going to stroke the ink across the stamp. Now, it doesn't have to be with a grey rubber stamp. You can do this with a photopolymer stamp, and you can do it with an acrylic stamp as well. But what I am doing, you'll see, is I'm holding the brush parallel to the stamp. So I've got the brush almost flat. So I'm just using the side of the brush and a little bit of ink. I don't need tons of ink on here, and I don't want to hold the pen up and really squidge it in, because I don't want too much ink.
Okay.
I just want enough to cover the surface of this beautiful design, which I've got with the flower. So that's the flower done. And then I'm going to take the other colour that I've just taken from the other set, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the leaves, but with a green. And come down the stalk, pop that onto the leaves. It's looking gorgeous.
And we can do this all, it's just up to you which colours you use, I'm guessing, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Your choices, I mean, you could have that bright pink and yellow if you wanted to. The choices are entirely yours. Now what we're going to do is we're going to I'm looking for my spritzers and I can't see them.
I think they're just underneath. To the right, maybe.
To the right.
On the front.
On the front. There they are.
I just know.
Honestly,
I've just got an inbuilt spritzer bottle tracking device in my brain.
I'm just going to say wow, that's all. Now we're going to So a is a technical thing you do, and it's this. And what that does is add enough heat and moisture to get a stamped image with your sparkle pens. How gorgeous does that look?
Beautiful.
It is, isn't it? Now I'm going to give it a quick whiz with my heat tool. Literally that much. And then what you do is you take your pot of, I was going to say of wet water, of course it's wet. Your pot of wet water, and you wet your brush. Again, take the majority of the water off onto your kitchen towel, and then we do a very difficult and technical thing.
Oh.
We splodge.
Oh.
And with a damp brush, you just splodge over the top like that, and it will pick up the lines of the stamps, and then take the colour, and I keep drying it off on my towel. You see, I keep taking the excess colour off, just splodge it all around.
This is awesome, isn't it?
And you get a beautiful hand-drawn, hand-coloured floral look in seconds. And you can just sit with all of your floral stamps and your sparkle pens. You can stamp these up a couple of days before and still do this. Yes, I've got a pile of these I did a few weeks ago, in fact, actually, and I'll still be able to awaken them and do this effect. It won't be quite as intense, but it will still work. So stamp a few, sit down with a tray in front of the TV, do this, and you've got exquisite toppers for your cards.
It does look like it's beautiful watercolour drawing, doesn't it?
Watercolour drawing. So you can, you know, and if anybody says, was that handmade? Yes, it was. You don't need to tell them it was a rubber stamp and you just splotted water on the top like that. And it looks like a really beautiful hand-drawn watercoloured flower.
It does indeed. It's beautiful.
Very, very easy. Now, you've done that, but that's not where it ends. because the stamp now still has, because it's such a vibrant ink, still has a lot of bang to its booklet. It has a lot left to give. So we could haar again.
I bet this would be Alan Partridge's favourite crafting, you know.
Sorry?
This could be Alan Partridge's favourite
It
crafting.
could-
the aha technique.
And you see it's lighter this time, but it's still there.
Erin hasn't got a clue what we're on about. She
Oh,
sounds so lost in there.
Aha.
Aha.
I love Alan Partridge. Do you watch the road trip with Alan Partridge and Rob Brydon?
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Where have you been?
I don't know.
It is hilarious. You love it because they go all over the world.
Really?
Yeah, and they travel around in the car and they go to the best restaurants, tell you which best restaurants to eat in.
Oh, I'll have to check this out.
And
what's it called? Road trip.
Road trip. Or is it called The Trip? Oh, sorry, it's called The Trip. They go to Italy, they go to Greece, they go around some of the like Michelin stars restaurants in the UK.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what the food's like and what it's like to eat. I mean, they have a laugh and they have the they have a laugh in the interim.
Is it on the BBC?
It's on the BBC.
Oh, you might be able to get it in the States then, on BBC America, you never know.
There we go. So I've done the same thing, it's just less intense, look. So you see the second stamping.
Nice.
It's still as beautiful.
I think I quite like the second generation one.
Do you? You like that one better?
I think I do, yeah.
Now we've got more to give. More to give.
Wow.
So I haven't added any more ink to that, but now what I'm going to do is take my spritzer and I'm going to do what's called a perfume waft.
A what?
A perfume waft.
Ah, this is a French term.
Well, I don't know, but it's a Leanne Chivers term, so you need to see me. Thank you. This is a perfume. You know when you're walking around in a department store and you come out smelling like 57 different horrible things, because every time you walk past someone, they go like that, and it lands on you. That is a perfume waft.
Okay.
And you need to do that to your stamp. So you're literally going to do a perfume waft. So a light misting of water, not a load, not a, just a little.
Right, not just a.
Just a,
okay.
That's all you need. Okay.
Brilliant.
And then we're going to stamp, and it's reawakened
Nice.
it. And so now we could do that again. So there's one. Here's another one. Let's do another perfume waft. If you do the noise, it helps you know how much to put on.
Okay.
Yes, you know how much you need to put on if you do the sound effect. There's another one.
Amazing.
Here's another piece of card. Let's do another one. Another one.
Nice.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Another one.
Oh my, you're killing me.
Another one.
Wowzers, it's never ending.
This is one application
How many
of
more
ink.
bits of card you got?
So
You got
I've got 1, 2, 6.
Right, 6 toppers.
6 toppers, one application of ink. Ready? Another one. I think it's starting to run out now.
I think it is.
Yes, so
I think
that's
you're
number
pushing your luck
7.
now.
So I think I'm getting 7 from that. However, I'm going to recover number 7 by doing some more spritzing.
Some more wafting.
More wafting, but it's going to be a bit more intense this time. I might do a rather than a pss.
Okay.
Right. So what you can do now is spray it, and you'll get a really multimedia abstract look. So when I take my spritzer to this now, the closer I go, the more intense the result will be. So if I go far away and spritz, it just starts to move. See how you get that lovely subtle movement? That's gorgeous. And then if it gets to that point and you love it, get your heat gun on it quick, and it'll stop moving the water. Because if you leave the water to keep running, it'll run into it and it'll change the image too much.
Okay.
So get your heat gun straight onto it. If you want a more intense look, go close and do that, and you'll get colour splotching where you want it. If I show you on a darker one here, and I go close, see how you get a little explosion that comes out. Where if I go light, it just moves, and then it travels in the little veins and looks gorgeous. So you can do your spritzing with that if you want to, or you can take your clear marker, which comes in the set, and you can do your that you did before and get a glitter watercolor hand-drawn effect if you want to. And out of one application of ink, we've gotten 7 full toppers that we could do different effects with, 7 cards or 7 notelets. How fantastic
That's amazing.
That, isn't it?
Absolutely
that is
amazing.
The quality of the ink in those pens and how far they will go. So they're going to keep going forever and ever. They're fantastic, Joe.
Absolutely awesome. There's a couple of different options when it comes to getting these for you. So you've got the 12 pieces. Well, they're both 12 pieces. So I'm showing you this one first, I believe I am. This represents the best value. But it's just completely up to you which one you want to go for. Because this one, it gives you the Autumn Winter, which has got Smoke Quartz, Olive Jade, Harvest Moon, Starry Sky, Holly Leaf and Red Berry. This one here is the Nature Trail, and that one's got Mushroom, Lilac, Garden Green, Watermelon, Lichen and Sunshine. Then there is a 4 3-piece collection for you as well. Would you like me to quickly show you that one just there? This one, I don't know, this one is probably more versatile of the two because you've got in here the clear overlay, which makes everything sparkly. That's what Leanne did to draw it out with extra sparkles. You've also got the metallics, which you just don't see very often. I mean, I hadn't seen those for about a year until recently, so I don't know where we've managed to find those. And in that one, you get onyx black, sterling silver, and spun gold. The pastel gives you the moonstone, the cosmos, and the rose quartz. And then this one here, the glitz and glamour, is the aquamarine, the amethyst, and the pink garnet. These two traditionally are the 2 most popular colour collections as well for you. So it's a real kind of hero collection, that one right there. Next up, I want to share with you and show you the floral words. Now, shut the front door. Do you know what Craig said yesterday trying to recreate that? Find a door and shut it. That's what he said. Find a door and shut it. That's a good deal. Made us all laugh a lot. What we've got here are the floral words. These are a brilliant deal. These are actually part of our spring sale that's going on the website at the moment. We're adding items every single day to the spring sale, so make sure you're checking back there all the time because there's always new things being added for you there. These are brilliant. You've got 8 incredible sentiments in here with floral elements as well. $17.96 or $25.16 is your price if you want to get a hold of those. Remember as well, over on the website is where you will find all of those incredible deals. Go type spring sale in, I'm sure you'll see it there on the home screen. There's pages and pages and pages of brilliant deals up to 75% off for you, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, we are going to have to go back to what is fast becoming the star of the show. It is these incredible glitter markers. You guys are absolutely loving them. So busy on them. And I can see why, because they are a very different look and feel to anything else that we really bring to you. What you've got in here are 3 packs of these as well. So each pack contains 6 markers. You have got the neon lights, the vibrant florals, and you're also going to receive the cool elements in there too, which is fantastic. Now, if you're buying these as gifts, what a great little gift these would be. You could split these up quite easily if you want to, because they do come in 3 individual packs. So you've got 3 packs of 6 in there, as you can see, which is fantastic. They are a fairly new launch. We did launch them and they sold out super fast. We've got them all back in stock for you right now. So do grab them whilst we have them. Nicole Brederick saying, hi Leanne, Joe and the team. I love these pens. Renee's cracking up at the sound effects. Kathy says it's all in the sound effects, Leanne. Janda's saying I will never be able to spritz without making that sound. Carol says you are just too funny. Andrea is saying, Leanne, I love your demos, especially if like today you share so much crafting techniques, technical terms and scientific explanations. That's exactly what you get. When you are, well, I mean, we call her the crafty scientist, let's face it. Keep getting any questions or comments that you've got in. If you want to get social, you can do that, of course, with us, Crafters TV over on Facebook, or, of course, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. And also make sure you are subscribing if you are watching us over on YouTube. Glitter markers, Leanne, then. These are absolutely awesome, aren't they? I can see why they're so popular too. I love the neons especially. So many awesome, bright, vibrant colours that you get in here.
Yes, absolutely, Joe. It really, as you said earlier, it is just about the joy of some flat colouring. Now, we don't want that to sound like, oh, it's flat colouring, because actually it's just about having, you get the dimension from the glitter in there. So it's really a lovely therapeutic way of just enjoying colouring and not having to worry or put any pressure on yourself about getting the shade in the right place, the light in the right place, and the dark or the shadow in the right place. It's just about, honestly, I have to tell you, Joseph has a cold. And he's just trumpeted in my ear because he put the microphone up, but I have never heard anybody blow their nose quite so loud. I mean, if you thought my sound effect of was nice, to get it full on in your nose, in your ear even, is just something to behold, guys. It really is. Pure joy.
Right, what happens is, if I tell the team I need to blow my nose, I've got some kind of weird hay fevery thing going on. The thing is, if I tell them to turn my microphone down so you can't hear it at home, the thing is, me and Leanne can hear each other in our ears as well as in the studio. There is no way of them turning me off to Leanne, so I'm there like, blowing, and it's directly fed into Leanne's ear. She just couldn't cope.
I couldn't.
Oh, I'm much better now, thank you.
Well, I'm pleased you've managed to clear that blockage. That's good. Now, I have stamped this gorgeous unicorn, which I absolutely love, because this is definitely unicorns for adults, isn't it? It's just classy, and I love the little mandalas all over it. Perfect for colouring with these glitter markers. Now, what I like to do is I don't want to colour a solid colour on my unicorn body and face because I don't think it would look very nice. It would look too solid. So what I do is I take my illustrators and I add a little bit of shade and light with these first. Now these could be with your classiques at home. It could be with your tri-blend. It could be with these illustrators. Whichever you have and you feel more comfortable with. A little bit of alcohol marker, and all I'm doing is going around the outside just to add a little bit of shadow into the design so that the body, when I've coloured the colour, doesn't look flat. And I've just used two colours. So that was IG2 and this is IG1. And if you've got your blender, you could use your blender as well. You see, I'm just smoothing that colour out and I'm not being too precise with it. I've just got that lovely light and shade in there. So he's looking like a unicorn and I'm good with that. And then I'll go in with
Do you think he's got a name? I mean, it could be a she. You may have just misgendered that unicorn.
Oh, I could have. Well, what do we think? What do we want to call the unicorn?
Maybe it could be maybe it could be called Alex.
Alex.
Could be a boy or a girl then?
Yes,
Alex. Yeah?
Alex or Leslie.
Leslie? What other ones are unisex?
I'm thinking. Tony.
Tony's a good one. Joe.
Joe,
Is it-
yes,
yeah,
with an
yeah.
E or without an E.
With or without an E. Aaron and Erin. So Aaron. Yeah, we could call it that.
Could.
Anyway, sorry.
Yes. Well,
Do you know what it looks like? A bit like it reminds me of a galloping horse. You know, like at the fun fair, the galloping horses.
Oh, like the fairground horses. Yes.
I wonder if now on fairgrounds they have galloping unicorns because they're so popular instead of galloping horses.
I think you can more or less
carousel,
guarantee
yes.
that's going to be the case. I'm trying to think now. Now I'm trying to think of names that could be either. I've got them in my head. I'm trying to think. I think this unicorn looks like a Pedro.
Pedro. Yeah, I see it.
I've decided. But let's ask everybody to send us some comments.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Sam, Charlie are some of the ones that I'm getting suggested. Both good names.
That's true.
Did you do another little pump there?
I did do a little pump, but I didn't draw attention to it.
You didn't?
No, thank you.
I'm always one to draw attention to a small pump.
We're forever going to be talking about
This is why
little
we
pumps,
don't
isn't
get.
it?
They don't let us work together, you know.
I know. This is why it's like 3 months before we get allowed to do another show together. But we have all the fun. I think we should start a petition, Joe. We should get everybody to write in and insist that we're together more often.
I think so. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
We could get a what's it called? A change.org petition up.
Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Let's do it. So I'm just using random colours. I'm using colours from all of the different collections and just making this main the best colourful, sparkly unicorn mane you could imagine. And you can just pick. You could just do it 2 colours if you wanted to. You could do it a solid colour. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but choices are entirely yours. I think it looks lovely, doesn't it? And then when it dries, of course, you've got that gorgeous, glittery shimmer and shine on there, which looks lovely, doesn't it?
Just beautiful, really is.
Really nice. Now, final colour. I'm going to use pink. Oh no, that's purple. Oh, I'll do this pink.
It could be called Diva.
Diva would be good.
Yeah, that's Michelle in New Jersey says, how about Diva? That's a good unicorn name, isn't it?
Well, this hair's reminding me of Bimini.
It is. We could call it Diva Bomboulash.
Diva Bomboulash.
Yeah,
yes.
Diva Bomboulash. There we go. That's what we'll call it.
That is what we're calling her.
You could put some with a little fine liner. You could add, or an art line. You could add some maybe lovely long lashes on there as well.
Yeah. Oh, she's got some. Look.
Oh, she could always have a lash extension.
She could have a lash extension. She could indeed. Right. So I've got the pink in there, and now we're going to do her horn, and let's do that pink and blue. Let's do it like a candy stripe. You just get lost in it,
You
Joe.
absolutely can.
Really, I think that is, for me, the experience that I'm having here is the experience you're going to be having at home, which is just gorgeous relaxation.
And what I love is
a really nice time.
no major technique to it, which is the great thing.
Yeah, there isn't. It's so incredibly simple and easy. It's just effortless. And then we can do the flowers. So let's do a nice green.
You was going to ask me for a
leaves.
second then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Then you remembered.
I did.
Maybe it could be called Star, says Marisol.
Star's a good one.
With 2 R's though.
Yes, of course. I know. I've got a friend in China called Candy.
Candy?
Candy, and it's Kandi.
Oh, I've seen it spelled like that.
Yeah. I like it. It was unusual. I hadn't seen it like that till the first time until I seen Candy with that name. Now, what colour should we do the flower? I think we'll have some
In
yellow.
China, do they have like Chinese names and Western names?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
how it was when I was in Vietnam.
Yes.
Because I think Western people struggle with the pronunciation, don't they?
Well, because there's the 5 tones. There's the 5 sounds.
Yes.
The pinyin of the ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
So and then you can say the same word with a different ha sound, and you
it
can be saying
means-
something entirely different.
Oh.
Well, they told me after being going to China for about 3 years once that when I was saying sheshe, I wasn't actually saying thank you. I was calling them a horse.
That's hilarious.
And no wonder they all laughed at me every now and again, but they knew what I was trying to say, so they just smiled and was very gracious about it. And
Very difficult language.
very
apparently.
difficult language. But I can sheshe now without offending anybody,
Good.
which is good.
That's very good.
Yeah. I'm having a nice time.
You're having a lovely time. I can tell. I can really tell. Very busy still on these. Remember, you're getting all 18 of these markers for that price. They are brilliant value for money. I'm guessing, judging by the size of them, they're actually packed full of that ink as well, I'd imagine, Leanne.
Yes, absolutely. Loads of bang for your buck. I mean, they're just not going to run out quickly at all because we do cram pack it in. And we do that because, I'm a crafter too, and I want to have good value for money, and we want to deliver you good value for money too. So you can be confident when you get these home, they're going to last you a long time. Obviously, it depends on how much colouring you do. If you colour straight for a month, then you might need some new pens. But
Absolutely.
if you're using them as a regular crafter would, then you're going to get lovely, lovely results. Now, you can see that gorgeous shimmer in there, and you see it actually complements the Illustrator colour that I've used on the unicorn itself, where that's not shiny, and then makes the mane and the little horn there and the flowers really stand out. These sets come with a die as well, and so you would line up the die. I would stamp 2. I'd colour the clouds in the background with one colour, colour in the unicorn, line up the die, cut it out, and then when you layer that up onto a card, you've got the unicorn 3D'd over the background. And I think you can see that looks really gorgeous, but just adds a little bit of something extra, I think, having that lovely glitter effect in there.
Wonderful, absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is. Have you got anything you want to put in for demo of the show, or has it kind of been more techniques? What do you think?
I think it's been more techniques.
Should we give Sarah a free pass then on her birthday to card of the day?
Yes.
I think so,
Yes,
with a shaker card. So we'll pop this into card of the day. She also won card of the day yesterday, but I had to tell her that it was only by default because Craig didn't make a full project in cartload. She didn't look best pleased.
Ah.
I mean...
Well, because she's competitive.
She is. She's actually got, is it 2 or 3 in now for this week? So, who knows? Sorry, I was just walking off there. Hi, I'm back. I like something out of Acorn Antiques, wasn't it? Macaroons, macaroons, just off this edge of the screen.
I love Acorn Antiques.
Let me recap the colours that you are getting in these glitter markers for you. So what you're going to get in here is the Neon Light. Which was a Belgian Eurovision entry in 2017 for all of you that are keen to know. Which is your neon yellow. I told you it would start, didn't I, Erin? I told you it would start. I apologise in advance. Neon yellow, neon violet, neon blue, neon pink, neon orange, and your neon green. I want to go, when the club's open again, whenever that will be, I want to go out partying in like 80s wear that looks this colour, this neon green colour, with like some leg warmers as well, and just have a fabulous time, please. You've also got the vibrant florals. You've got the golden glow, electric pink, ultraviolet, fiery red, supernova, and the yellow cosmos. And then finally moonlit silver, carbon, jade aqua, blue, cool blue, midnight frost, and the frozen lake in there for you too. £32 or $45 if you want to get your hands on the whole collection. They are available individually, but you get a much better deal by getting them all together, which is brilliant. Platinum member $25.60 or $36 if you want to get your hands on those. Now, we also have these awesome animal stamps and dies for you. You could use the stamps on their own if you want to, but I think they really come alive when you use the stamps and the dies together, which is awesome. So what you've got in here is the wise old owl, which is in there. And obviously what it does is you're not cutting the whole image out, you're actually cutting an element out. So see this portion just here is what you're cutting out, colouring that, and then you're decoupaging it back over. You do get sentiments in here as well, so you're going to be able to make a full project with these, which is awesome. You've got that fantastic giraffe. You've got the stag. Is it a stag? It is a stag, isn't it? It's a deer. Ah, dear friend. Is it a deer or stag? Do deers have horns?
Some do.
Some deers have horns.
Yes,
okay.
there are some female variety which will have horns.
Oh, I didn't know that. You've also got the elephant in there too. You've got the unicorn, and you've got that gorgeous schmetterling in there. Welcome to the world. Beautiful, really, really lovely. Now, I also want to just recap again. I know Leanne is desperate to go back to them because she loves them so, so much. It is, of course, these beautiful Lee Holland stamps that we've got on the show for you. They are so much fun. I mean, they are brilliant colour as well with your glitter markers. So you've got If Friends with Flowers, You're My Sunshine, With Love, Hello You, From Me to You, and of course Thank You in there. I love that one with the present. I think it is super, super cute. $28.76 to get a hold of those. It's a really good discount there on these, or $35.82 is your price to get them there. Right. Leanne, we've only got about 12 minutes left on the show, so what would you like to share with us?
Well, do you know, I had such a lovely time colouring in Lee Holland earlier. I thought I would do another one, and I thought I'd do one with a present, and then I'm going to leave it on, as I go out tonight, I'm going to leave it on Sarah's desk with a little happy birthday message.
Ah, that's nice of you.
So let's colour him in again. And it's just so lovely, Jo, and I don't know whether I talked to you about how I did the little blendy bit between the yellow and the green earlier. So I thought, let's have a little chat about that. So you can see I'm just using, you can use circular motions, or you can use straight up and down, depending on the effect you want to get. And just add the colour where you would like it. And then with the yellow, I'll come up against it. Actually, I'm going to bring a little bit more of that green round there. So I've got a little bit of yellow in the centre of his leg here. Tail's going to remain green. I love the fact that he's got a little leaf on the end of his tail.
Yeah, isn't he?
Yeah, it's lovely. Really, really lovely.
I bet if that caught you though, when it whips round, it'd do some
That will
damage.
sting.
Do you think he breathes fire? Do you think it's a he for a start? Do you think they breathe fire, these dragons, these little? I almost think they're probably too cute. I reckon they like cough and a little bit of fire comes out, but they haven't quite harnessed their full fire-breathing abilities yet.
I would agree. I think they're going to cough and it's going to be like a little puff comes out. A little.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I see that.
Some little ashes, but not a full-on
Fire
breathing.
no.
Yes. Not like the Game of Thrones.
No. Oh, I can't watch Game of Thrones.
Why?
Because I can't hear it.
Oh, you've told me this before.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried all sorts. I even got a sound bar and put vocal clarity mode on, and it's still just it's noise. They all whisper to each other.
They do a lot of.
And there's so much background noise. I just can't. I can't hear it at all. Someone said put headphones on. I think if you've got to go to the lengths of wearing headphones to watch a certain TV show. Do you know the other one I can't watch? The Handmaid's Tale.
I can't watch that.
I've watched season 1. There's just too much whispering in it for me.
Oh, is it? See, I found it too traumatic.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's not the lightest of subjects, but yes, I can't hear it properly.
Can you not?
No. I do have to have vocal clarity on the TV all day, every day, even watching the news.
Do you?
I think I really need to go for a hearing test. I think it's more about me than it is about Game of Thrones, maybe.
You and Mr. C are going to get on like a house on fire because he gets frustrated when people whisper on the TV.
Oh, I just
why
can't.
do they talk like that? What's he whispering?
And in The Handmaid's Tale, there's one specific character that always whispers. And when she came on the screen, I used to get a bit annoyed. I just thought it's not worth it, Joe.
In which programme?
The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
There's one lady that whispers all the time.
is there really? Rude.
I know, so rude. Crafty AJ says, Johnny, thank you so much for a wonderful show to end the week. Oh, it might be the end of the week. However, it's just the start of the weekend. It's Friday. It's the weekend. It's when the real me comes alive. I'm going to be here with you all the way through until the end of Sunday, which will be awesome. So make sure you stick with us. I'll tell you more about what's coming up at the end of this show, actually. Teresa says how gorgeous that last project was, as does Meave and Karen as well. This is what closed captioning is for, Joe, says Sharon Sweeney. You would not be... I'm always quite surprised how few programs on streaming services have subtitles, or maybe I just haven't worked out how to put them on. I don't know.
My mum, she always says, and her husband, Ian, my stepdad, laughs his head off at this. She always says, Ian, put those subtitles on, I can't hear the TV. I can't hear it unless the subtitles are on. And she's not... You say, well, you can't hear it anyway, whether they're off, you're actually reading the subtitles. She says, no, I can't hear it. I can hear it when the subtitles are on.
That's bonkers.
She says it all the time.
Yeah, you know you can watch us with subtitles on, but they're auto-generated, so there's not an actual person typing it out, and it comes up. It makes it sometimes it suggests we've said all sorts of weird and wonderful things.
Oh, I'll have to watch that because with our accent, it's going to have a lovely time.
Absolutely, it comes up with all sorts of different things.
So I'm just having a nice time again, Joe.
You're having your best time, aren't you?
Yeah, just choosing my colours, colouring in the little dragon. Deciding on what colour I want to do. Oh.
Norbert.
Norbert's a good one.
Or Pierre, one of the two.
Oh, definitely Norbert.
Yeah, I think Norbert. Little Norbert.
Norbert, definitely, without a doubt. I'm looking for a nice colour. I think I'm going to do a nice pale yellow. What colour do I want to do this gift? Oh, I might do this lovely coral colour. That's nice. That's bright. Let's go with this nice pale yellow. Oh, that's the same colour as the thing. Let's do pale blue. Yes, that's better. Let's do some nice pale blue. I don't know if I'm going to get this finished.
Oh, you can stay and do it after the show.
Can I? Thanks.
Yeah, of course you can.
And then I can leave it for Sarah.
What is it? So apart from Mr. C playing the Clash in the Garden tomorrow night, have you got anything else exciting planned for the rest of your weekend, Leanne?
We're going to paint the utility room.
Oh, how exciting.
I know, our cup runneth over. We're going to paint the utility room. I'm going to cook Sunday dinner for my parents-in-law.
Nice.
I'm going to do some nice lamb, I think, Joe.
Oh, delicious.
I think I'm going to relax.
Nice.
I am just going to chill out.
You've earned it.
Put your feet up in the conservatory.
Erin and George in the gallery, any plans for the weekend, guys? I know you're here, but you know, before work, after work, you know, you can squeeze a little bit of joy in there somewhere. No is the answer to that question. Diane says it's so good to see Leanne again, and having her with Joe is just perfect. Diane, with these compliments, you spoil us. Wendy says, I haven't tried colouring my dragons with the glitter markers. My next project, methinks. So, oh yes, definitely let us know how you get on with those. Leanne's just going to keep going and going and going.
I am. I'm just having a very nice time.
Do you want to just carry on for a minute whilst we do a couple of other bits? Is that all right? Because I want to share with you another one of the awesome spring sale items over on the website. It is the swash stamps. Now, these are brilliant these are great for making either sort of smaller cards, which have become very popular of late, or great for things like bullet journaling, which is awesome. So in here, you've got your birthday swash stamps, just to say, swash stamps. You've got your with loves, and also your Simply Said. I can't believe you get them all for that price. $13.97 or $19.46. I want to share something else with you as well, and that is the Random Crafts of Kindness. Now, we start sharing these on Wake Up Call on Wednesday, so make sure you get them into us. Share an image and story of something you've made to brighten a stranger's day. Pop them into us on the email address right there. Pop Random Crafts of Kindness in the subject line, and we'll share some of those with you on Wednesday's Wake Up Call. Now, also tomorrow, don't forget, it is Craft Along. Now, for anyone that doesn't know Hilary, because I did a really poor job of explaining who Hilary was earlier, but Leanne's the best at this kind of thing. So anyone that's not met Hilary before, who is Hilary?
Hilary works in my team, and Hilary's been with us now for I think 3 years at Crafter's Companion, and Hilary is what is known as my right-hand woman. She keeps me organised, and she is responsible for making sure the products that we make are all tested to an inch of their life when they come into the office. So she helps me organise all of the manufacturing and production. She tests the samples when they come in, and she communicates that, and she keeps me beautifully organised in the office. I could not be without her. And to boot, she's an awesome demonstrator, and she really loves our products and understands them really well.
Brilliant. And she's going to be with me for 2 whole shows, which is awesome. Ooh. Yes, so we're going to be playing our crafts right. And it's a memory test one tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to get thrashed for like the 3rd time in a row. I'm not doing very well with the play your crafts right, but we've got a fabulous craft along as well, which will be at 3 p.m. I tell you what, I feel like I've got as friends dension as we've got towards the end of this show. 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. West Coast time. Here's everything you're going to need if you want to craft along with us, so you can get it all going right now, get it all ready. You've got some opaque pigment ink pads, 3 different colours in there. Those texture stamps, they're going to be coming your way in there too. You've also got a 12 by 12 paper pad, some Nina cards, Centura Pearl card, and then a few other bits that you're going to need as well, which is this. So you can see here, stamping mat and rocker blocks, scoreboard and scoring tool, guillotine, your different adhesives in there, heat gun ribbon, and magnetic or Velcro dots. That is what you need to be crafting along with us on that show tomorrow. Make sure you join us both for that. And then, boom, I've got a Totally Tiffany takeover tomorrow night for the Craft House. 2 hours of myself and Tiffany here with you, which will be loads of fun. It always is when we have Tiffany in the building with us. So make sure you don't miss that. That's 7 p.m. in the UK, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. So it's going to be a really fun-filled show tomorrow. That is looking beautiful, Leanne.
Oh, thank you. And you know, the thing is, with these fabulous markers, you can also write your message as well. So I'm going to leave this on her desk for her, and I've no doubt she'll put it on the wall.
How beautiful.
Lots of Leanne. There's lots of Leanne in there. Lots of love. Let's do a little heart. There we go.
Oh, there
lots of love, Leanne.
Save that. Salvaged it. Right, remember, if you're going for the glitter markers, they are absolutely awesome. You're going to get 18 amazing colours within here. So you've got neon yellow, neon violet, neon blue, neon pink, neon orange, neon green. Then you've also got golden glow, electric pink, ultraviolet, fiery red, supernova, yellow cosmos, moonlit silver, carbon, aqua jade, cool blue, midnight frost, and the frozen lake is in there too. £32 or $45. I want to give you one more reminder of the animal stamps as well. The animal stamps and dies that you can see just here. These are brilliant. Been very, very busy on these. You've got that. You've got the owl in here. You're also going to get the giraffe. You've got that awesome stag in there. The elephant. You're going to get the unicorn, and you've got the butterfly in there too. Now, don't forget, if you've enjoyed this show, go back and watch all of our previous Colour Me Happies. This show's been going for over a year now, you know. I don't know, where on earth does the time go? You can watch them all back at any point over on YouTube, Facebook, over on our website. It's completely up to you. Loads of options. Don't forget to check out your baskets, and make sure you join me again, of course, for a full day tomorrow. Leanne, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you in the studio with us. Are you making one of those things?
I'm making one of those things. So now what I'm going to do is put it on my Facebook page for you at the weekend so that you know how to do it, because we didn't do it, did we?
We didn't do it. We forgot.
We forgot.
Leanne, huge pleasure to work with you.
Thank
as
you,
it always
you too.
is. Let's hope it's not so long before they let us work back together again. Big thanks to Erin and George next door in the gallery, John and Tracy out the back, and the biggest thanks as always to you guys, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.